Hi. Trying to see if anyone's going to tune in before I even announce what I'm doing. So, hey, it's me, Blue Moon Oracle, but you already know that because you're on my page. So tonight, I am going to kick off the full moon readings with our fire signs. It's been roughly 2 weeks since we did the new moon intentions, and I wanted to check in with everybody, see how they're going. We're going to consult the cards, obviously. Tonight's full moon is in Leo, and the full moon is about the time when, number one, we are thankful for and express gratitude for all that's kind of coming into play from the work we put in from setting our intentions in the new moon. Also, this is where we would begin to see kind of the first fruits of our work for the month. Also, what we're going to take a look at tonight is kind of what we need to be ready to release and let go, because as the full moon gets smaller, it goes into what's called the waning phase. And during the waning phase, it's got some powerful energy for letting go. So we want to make room for what we're trying to bring in through the intentions that we're setting. Also, we'll take a look to see if there's anything else we need to maybe change with those intentions we set earlier in the month. And so I'm going to do it different tonight and trying different ways to do the readings to see kind of what works. So again, we're going to do fire signs in this reading tonight. The full moon phase lasts a couple days, so I'll put a video out every night for the next couple nights. I'll do by element. I'm not sure, which one I'll do tomorrow night, but tonight again, we're going to do fire signs. And I'm going to start with Leo because this month's full moon, the first full moon of 2021, is in Leo, and it's an exciting full moon. So of course, Leo is about strutting your stuff and taking center stage. And isn't that interesting? We're all going to be wanting to be center stage. But this, and then also full moons are about lots of emotion. So things during the first 2 weeks of the lunar cycle, we're building up energy, right, through the moon as it's getting bigger. So this is the crescendo at the full moon. So lots of energy going on, lots of emotions are known to come out during the full moon. The word lunatic comes from, the word lunar. So it's this particular moon, though, is going to be about healing and challenging. Healing, let's talk about the challenging part first. So the challenging part is that there's some shit going on with the sun and sun and Jupiter. And I've got it all written down. So it's like all kind of, there's like so much shit going on because also Mars is about to go into retrograde, and that's always fun. So I'm trying to get all these videos out before that happens. So the sun and Jupiter have some shit going on while this full moon's in play. And so basically that exasperates everything. So it's going to be even more time for healing, also more challenging, more emotional. And then Mars is pulling some shit also coming into play, which is the planet of anger and determination. So that's in the crosshairs of this full moon. So it's, good time to take a look at what's going on. Everyone stay calm and stay cool. Remember, if people are starting to get irritated, the moon does affect us. We're like 60% water. Anyway, I'm going to start with Leo. And I'm not really sure what deck I'm going to do. So for those who have not watched a reading with me, I pulled the cards first. And specifically what I'm going to be asking the cards are basically, what are you manifesting? What kind of needs to be known? Is there anything in the way of manifesting whatever it is you're trying to manifest or attract into your life right now? What needs to be released as we go into the second half of the moon cycle? What energy is needed to bring about those changes? Also, do the intentions that we set at the beginning of the month need to be adjusted? And then, what's the outcome? What kind of magic are we creating this month? So for the new moon intentions 2 weeks ago, roughly 2 weeks ago, for Leo, we talked about change. There was going to be some change with our Leos, okay? And we talked about giving and kind of putting others' needs in front of our own. There was a lot of purging going on of emotions, and there was a call to be balanced, kind of allowing some generosity and kindness to kind of come up in the midst of purging all those emotions. And the new moon was in your 6th house, which is about self-care. So this full moon, Leo, is in your 1st house, which is all about your appearance, about self. It's all about self-identity. And right now, advice here for Leos is to say yes when people are offering help. So you've spent the last few weeks giving and taking care of people and putting everybody's needs first. You're so generous. You have such a big heart. With this new moon, this full moon in Leo, for my Leos, what we're saying is say yes for help. All right, let someone else take care of you. This is a time for self-care and kind of looking inward for you all, and you're going to need some help. And it's okay to have help. It's okay to ask for help, and just let your friends, let your loved ones, let people help you. So say yes when help comes your way. Okay. And all right, I'm going to decide what deck to use. I'm not sure. Hi, Marlies. Okay. All right, I'm going to use my new Witch's Tarot. So I'm going to pull the cards first for the questions. They've already been shuffled, charged, all that good stuff. All right, so let's see what y'all have been manifesting since this new, since the new moon. Okay. Wow, that's exactly what was, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. What needs to be known in order to move forward? What needs to be known or brought to the surface in order to move forward for my Leos, please? Okay. Okay. And then the next question is, what needs to be released? What do we need to let go of? Well, that came up pretty quick. Yeah, I'm going to read them upside down. No, I'm not. This deck doesn't have reversals. Okay. What energy is needed to move forward through the rest of this lunar cycle to bring in what it is you're trying to bring in? Okay. Cards are talking. Oh, shit. I'm kidding. Not oh, shit. You don't ever want to hear a card reader say oh, shit when the cards jump, do you? What new intentions need to be added or adjusted for our Leos? Again, we're doing Leos. Oh, I forgot to start it with this. Sun sign, moon sign, rising. Or if your north node is in Leo, this reading is for you. Also, this reading is timeless, so if you don't catch it during this cycle, this is the time for you. And what is the outcome? What magic is being created? Oh, so fucking awesome. So exciting. Oh my God. Okay. So lots of good stuff going on here. Hi. Okay, so give me just a second. Got to kind of clear some energy. Okay. Got some incredible energy coming in. Okay, so what have you been manifesting? We've got the, damn it, with this ring. I got new lighting and it's not set up right because I changed rooms. So we got the Emperor. This is my new Witch's Tarot. I love this deck. So what y'all have been manifesting is some structure and some discipline and some schedules and getting stuff in order at home, at work, in your finances. You've been getting some balance. This is the number 4, and the 4 is all about order and structure. This is an Aries card. Aries are ambitious. They are driven. They're determined. And so y'all have been just really getting it. I'm going to do some clarifiers since, it's a collective reading. I'm not just doing a reading for one person right now. See if there's anything more to add to that. I kind of don't think there is, but I'm going to go with, I have so many decks. Okay, I'm going to do the numerology deck. Everybody seems to really like that one. So what else, what are you manifesting besides the thing? I'm pretty sure that I don't really even need to, I feel like, yeah, you got your house in order, you're getting your bills in order, you're getting like your menus planned for the month, like you're getting your closets organized. I mean, like, somebody got like just a burst of energy. Some of y'all did. Okay. We got individuality, nature, and surrender. looking at the numbers. We got a master number 11. That means that there's some definite spirituality going on. And that comes with individuality here. That's master number 11. That means that you're being like divinely guided through this process of getting things in order. They're getting in order for some of you internally. This is a spiritual kind of shifting around going on. Kind of some of you are doing like an about face away from your spiritual path or what you have been known to do, and you're kind of going in a completely new direction. Yeah, and there's some flexibility here, and you're stepping out into the limelight doing that. That's incredible. Some of you are dealing with clearing out the emotional stuff going on that's you've been having that's been coming out, and because you've been clearing out the emotional garbage. Good job, by the way. It's not an easy task to do. It's just your head's getting clearer, and you're able to move forward and to kind of, it's like I'm seeing like fog kind of lifting out of here and here, right? And then being able to kind of do all the things you've been putting off all winter and getting that kind of done, and finally accomplishing the things around the house that you've been wanting to get done. And for some of you, it's surrendering. There's, one thing about this emperor is that, he is full of structure and discipline, and, he's in charge, right? He's ambitious, he's driven, but he is super flexible, and he's able to go, you know what, this plan, this business plan or this path I was on, it's not working anymore. And he's able to discard it. And so some of you have been able to really successfully kind of just surrender and go, okay, this path that I've been on has not been working for me, and just get rid of it, and are reassessing and reinventing things and building structure around this new way of being. And this has to do with home. This has to do with home, just safety and security, and kind of what's going on around your finances and work and business, starting a business, that kind of thing. So good job there. You guys are really manifesting some stuff. I'm so excited for the Leos. When we talked about I remember, because when we talked during the new moon for Leos, there was like lots of emotions were coming up, like kind of outbursts and I'm a Cancer Leo cusp, so, I'm kind of bipolar. I go back and forth between the two. But there was just a purging of emotions. And it just seems like things have settled down. I'm getting a sense of just kind of like an evenness coming over some emotions for a lot of you. And the structure and the discipline and those things are actually really beneficial and helping. Okay, so what needs to be known? What needs to be known in order for you to move forward? So we got the 7 of Wands here. Ultimately this card right here is about you busting your ass and you getting to the top of your game, right? So you've been successful at work, or, I'm getting some work here for this one, but, she's fighting off some people, some haters, some gossip, maybe like somebody just got into a relationship and that person like has other people kind of coming after them. But there are people that are not happy about your success it's essentially what this card means. There are people that are just not thrilled that you are doing so well. And then for some of you, you're at a crossroads. A crossroads is coming up where you have been at this place before, where you've gotten things in order. You have kind of picked yourself up, got things moving, and then, something happens, somebody comes into your life. I don't know, life happens, right? And, it throws you off your game. Well, something like that is coming into play here. And, this card is saying, like, you need to know to stand your ground. Like, this time you're going to stand your ground, and you're going to be able to move forward through this particular situation that in the past has, set you back or thrown you off. So 7 is this particular, they're about crossroads. Also 7 is about fact finding and analyzing things, and wands are about action. So also before you start taking action, step back for a second and assess the situation. So here she's up on a hill and she's able to kind of see the crowd. So things that you need to know to move forward would be, before you take action, pause. This is actually your fire sign. These wands are fire signs. So this is one of, you know, these are you, Leos, is to pause and take a bird's eye view of things, analyze the situation through all the decisions for the remainder of this moon cycle. So don't be hasty in making decisions at crossroads, at when there's decisions there. And then even if you're wondering about coworkers that maybe are not, you know, you just have this feeling about a coworker, you're probably right. They maybe don't have your back. So step back, keep some things to yourself. But I'm going to get some clarifiers on that as well. Okay. We just got one. Yeah, I mean, this goes perfectly with it. You got effort. Number 13. Number 13 is a number of rebirth and transformation and action. This is solar plexus stuff. This is about self-will and determination, and that's going to be required here, because if you've got crossroads coming into play here soon, where you have to make decisions or do something different so that, you know, you break this cycle, it's going to take some effort and determination. It's not necessarily in our nature, Leos, to pause when there's people coming at us or life coming at us, because these people are kind of being aggressive, or at least even if the perception of people being aggressive, right? So it's not like a natural thing for our fire signs, for my Leos, to step back and take a bird's eye view. So it's going to take some effort, but this is a transformational process for you. Yeah, this is a transformational process. So this is as you do things differently at this crossroads, this will be a rebirth for you, and this will be a transformation. And you know, 13 comes up to the number 4. And so you've got the energy of 1, which is a beginning, and then the energy of 3, which is, you know, I always think of like just, you know, 1 plus 2, they come together, they had 3. So you're birthing and things into like new things. You're giving birth to new things. But also, you know, it comes with the energy of 4, which is this emperor. So you're going to continue doing the work of bringing in stability. And he's an emperor. This guy's got some money. So, you know, this is all, I feel like for a lot of you, this has a lot to do with your career and your new business, or your business too. But yeah, so be prepared. Be prepared. Some familiar situations are going to come up, but you're going to stop this time and step back. Okay. Next question is, what needs to be released? What needs to be released? And you're going to have the power of the waning moon helping you once this full moon gets from 100% and starts getting smaller. So this is the, oh shit, I just lost a ring. It went down there somewhere. Oh well. Power of the waning moon to help you. So what needs to be released? Here we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles, 8 is a number of karma. It's another pattern. This is about learning a new skill. It's about being focused and studious. However, with this being something that needs to be released, I feel like the time of doing your research, you know, is kind of done. Sometimes we get so saturated in the details of tasks that, sometimes we can get so task saturated that we don't move forward with what we need to do, right? So we can go, okay, I need to research this. I need to, for instance, today I started getting ready to do this video, I don't know, 7 effing hours ago, because I do this. We're going to be paying attention to patterns in your life that show up, that have been something that, you know, those kind of patterns where it's like you just haven't been able to break them. So Pentacles are about, it's about money, but it's also about your home life, your family, your safety, your security, your stability. Some of you need to get the hell off of social media too. This particular card, she's on the laptop. It's interfering with you getting shit done. So you need to just like, not now while we're doing this, but later, cut back on some of that time. Some of you need to take a look at what it is that, I don't know, there's somebody that's picked up a class and it's not working for you. I mean, it's not, and you're hesitating to drop it, and you just need to drop the class. It's just not the time to focus on that. I'm going to get some clarifiers on this Eight of Pentacles. Again, this is about what you need to release. I just see here also lots of patterns at home. There's things going on at home and at work and with money. And there's patterns there. 8 is a karmic number. Some of you, you're spending too much time on your laptop, social media. It's distracting you from things. Some of you, or I feel like it's really only one of you actually, maybe picked up a class and it's stressing you out. It's not happening. It's okay to just like let it go. Is there anything else for clarifying? Okay, the only clarifier that I'm getting, I don't keep pushing when my deck doesn't want to give me more, is love partnerships. This also is an 8, 26. So somebody needs to let it go. Either let go of the desire for a relationship right now. Let go of the relationship you're in. I didn't say it, they did. Okay, I'm just saying. And this isn't going to be for everybody. Yeah, the colors on here, it's blue and orange. There's just been a lack of communication. You've been trying to communicate. This isn't for everybody, but you'll know who you are. I'm not telling you anything new. There's just, you've tried to talk through this. You've been sharing your truth. The passion is just not there. That's what this orange is. And you have a pattern in relationships. Some of you, a lot of you, pattern in friendships and relationships that needs looking at. Again, this number is 26. It does add up to 8. The number 2 is about partnerships. 6 is about balance and harmony, domestic balance. So there's some domestic shit that's going on. Again, the Pentacles are about, you know, earth things, material needs, but I kept getting home. This is stuff going on at home and with finances, with time, with family. So there's some things that need releasing. I don't know why the cards are being vague, but I feel like you know what it is. I'm not telling you anything new. I feel like I'm going to grab another. I don't know. Surely not all of you need to break up with your partner. I mean, surely. Hey, this, you know, it won't be anything new. Don't ever let a tarot be like, oh, that's new news. I didn't know that. It should be confirmation. Okay, so in this deck, we've got the Queen of, shit. Hold on a second. I don't know what I just dropped. Oh, my selenite wand. Okay, and a card dropped down here too. So on this one, we've got the Queen of Wands, which that's you. It's a Leo card. We've got the 6 of Cups in reverse, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So that makes a little bit more sense there too. So the 6 of Cups is about childhood stuff, inner child stuff, dealing with, that's what's interfering in the relationships, is there's still some childhood trauma, childhood injuries that need to be dealt with. And the 5 of Pentacles is known as the poverty card. But this is about releasing, is this like, I don't deserve good kind of mentality. Like, I don't deserve good things. I don't deserve to be abundant. I don't deserve to be loved. I don't deserve happiness. And it's one of those things that's kind of deep down in there. And that's kind of what this 5 of Pentacles is about. And so I'm thinking that this is for some of the women there. So that's affecting these love relationships. That's affecting these close relationships. So yeah, I was right. Not all of you need to dump your partner. So don't go getting a divorce. These are the things that need to be released. Hi, Andrew. Because they are in the way of fulfilling, loving romantic relationships is this sense of I don't deserve things. I'm not good enough. And then it's related to childhood shit. It's related to your inner child. He and she need some attention. And yeah, you showed up in your reading. I love this one. This is the same one kind of last month when we had some of the anger issues coming up, Leos. Yeah, so some of you do have relationships that are ending or just not the right time for a relationship. But other than that too, it's time to release and deal with some things that you've been putting off from childhood, and that I'm going to call it a spirit of poverty, a spirit of lack, and that 5 of coins. And that's something that I'm actually dealing with myself. Okay, so what energy is needed to accomplish this? So what energy is needed? You got the, did I just grab the wrong card? Nope. You got the Ace of Wands. So aces are about a gift from the universe, from the divine. And wands are about, well, it's fire action, but this is about a spiritual experience. This is Yod coming down here. So the energy that's coming in is a new spiritual energy, a new energy from the universe, a seed beginning. This hand is divine. You have divine energy coming in to assist you. So you're not alone in this. This is about growth. So it's energy of growth. It's like springtime coming in here, but I'm going to get some more from that. Energy. I think I want to get the activation cards out for that because, I mean, this is a great card. This is the beginning of an awakening of a you know, one thing that some of you haven't watched me before is that spiritual experience, transformation, awakening, enlightenment. I use those words interchangeably because I do not believe for 1 second that you have to have any kind of spirituality in order to be enlightened and to have a transformation here. So when I say those words, please understand that I am meaning, in general, I'm meaning an enlightenment, a transformation here. To make it psychologically speaking, integration of self, Jungian shadow work is what I really am into. So when I use all of those words, what I'm really talking about is a full integration of self, and I'm talking about wholeness, and that you don't need any kind of spirituality for that to happen. So, I mean, personally, that's my path. So please don't feel left out if I say that, and I'll try to remember that. But this is about the integration of self. This is about the passion and the energy that will bring that into play. And part of that is going back in, like we talked about here, this inner child work, is to go in and deal with those things. That's the energy is coming into play to assist from the universe, from your higher self, from your higher power, wherever you want that to be. So let's see what activations we need from the Sacred Geometry activations deck. Did you know, like, mathematicians way back when, they talked about, when they would talk about things, they would talk about the values of math, and they talk about math and the values in numbers, but they also taught about the meaning of numbers and geometry as well. So these cards, Sacred Geometry, will activate things in the subconscious just through the colors and the shapes. So I'm going to hold the card up. If you are on your cell phone, try to do a screenshot. And I'll try to give you a second to do that. You can maybe do a screen capture, I think, on your laptop. Don't ask me. Okay. I love when the cards make sense. Let me see if there's anything else that's needed for this. So this Sacred Geometry card is going to help you here to bring that energy to go forward. I mean, I'm just so excited because so many of you are about to embark and enter into a place that you just haven't been before. You've wanted to and you've tried, but you're about to cross through like a threshold breaking patterns in your life. Like, that's super exciting. Yeah, I love when this happens. I don't understand like totally how tarot cards work. I mean, I don't. They just do work. They just work. Whatever. They work. But I love, and I always say like I don't ever want to lose my excitement when shit like totally confirms everything. So, you know, we talked about what energy is coming in, and we talked about spiritual experience, you know, rebirth. Well, the sacred geometry cards you've got, and then also, you know, about dealing with that childhood stuff. We've got transition, and I'm going to read it first. Oh shit, where are my glasses? This is tiny writing, forgive me. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process. You got that one over here. And allow transition to occur with ease and grace. So again, if you can screenshot that, this is the sacred geometry card for, God dang, these rings. There we go. For transition. So this is going to help with bringing in that new energy to get you through this next phase and releasing what we need to release. Then the second card that you got is the root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies and in this physical world. I mean, that's come up like 2 or 3 times already, the mention of the root chakra here. Okay, and I'll just do the other one in case you missed it. Oh shit, where'd I put it? I mean, I can't wait to show y'all the next card. So that's again, transition. The energy of transition. Maybe that'll work. Here we go. So not at least glaring. Transition. That's number 43. Number 7 again. That number 7 came up over here with what's you need to be known. Crossroads. We're going to be having crossroads coming into play. Places we've been before where we're going to make different decisions. We're going to step back. And then root chakra. Okay. And did I do something? Am I missing a fucking card? Did a card go flying somewhere? You know, I am missing a card. I don't know where it went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this last card, I know what that one is. All right, I got to ask this question again to my cards. Okay, so what new intentions need to be adjusted? Or what new intentions do we need to add? Okay, I can't do that. For Leos, for the rest of this moon cycle. I kind of really don't even need to ask that question, honestly, because I kind of think we talked about that. Yeah, I don't think that's a necessary question. It's not. So new intentions come from what came up, what needs to be known. We need to set time aside to deal with inner child work. And for you, that might look like getting back in therapy or asking your therapist or Googling, what the fuck is inner child work? For some of you, it's balancing the time that you spend online, maybe backing off a little bit there. And then getting rid of that spirit of lack or poverty or that, you know, I'm not good enough. And so what that would look like as an intention is I deserve good things. The universe has good things in store for me and I deserve to be happy. And so adding affirmations, daily affirmations about your worth and your value as a person and how you deserve good things in your life. And then again, that 6 of Cups has to do with internal work. So what that looks like for you is up to you, but high level intention is making it a point to really kind of deal with some of that stuff. Okay. And then what kind of magic are we doing? What are the end results? I don't even need to get clarified on this. You got the World card. And that means you're completing a cycle. Like, so in the tarot, we have the Fool's Journey, and we're all each the Fool. And we go through all 21, 22, shit. Why can't I do 21 major arcana cards, okay? And so we journey through the cards with each new lesson, and then we get to the end of the cycle. yay, we've closed that chapter. That means we've broken a karmic pattern. We've broken and cleared karmic debt. We have learned our lesson. We have, you know, transcended some kind of major lesson, because major arcana cards are about archetypal themes in our life. They're about karmic expression. They're about a glimpse into the subconscious. And this is about being balanced. And you've got a lot of cards in here that had to do with balance, and then also the number 7. So you had a lot of 8s, 4s, a lot of 8s, a lot of 4s that showed up in your reading. A lot of 8s, a lot of 4s, 10, 11. So I'm going to give you guys some numerology to go with tonight to check it out and look it up if you want to. So your main number here is 8, and it's all about karma is king. We're breaking patterns. 8 is not a passive number. 8 sees what it wants, and it goes and it just takes it and it gets it. And it just pushes forward through the obstacles, okay? You also got the number 7. 7 is a number that indicates there's some crossroads, but also fact-finding, taking a break, stopping, looking, analyzing, looking inward, but also kind of assessing what's going on in a situation. 4 is about balance, stability, structure, determination, drive, ambition. And then you got 11 twice. That's a master number that says for those who believe in something out there greater than us. That number indicates that the universe and the powers that be out there are completely with you. That is shown up here a couple of times. I'm going to get some clarifiers on this only because some of you may be want to know what's closing out. What chapter are you finally shutting the door on in a good way? So let's see what that is for some of you. I'm going to go ahead and use just the regular deck for that. So what cycles are being completed for some of my Leos? Well, that card was really weird, the way it just flipped. Okay. Am I going on time? I don't even know. I wish I would show you how long you're going. Okay. Also, so next I'll be doing Sagittarius for the night. Okay. So fucking exciting. Okay, so the cards want to tell you, you are a badass being full of life and love and possibilities. Through these readings, may you find a path to be your best self. So you're on your path to being your best self. But you got the 6 of Cups again. You turned it around. So you got it over here in the shadow deck upside down. And on this one, god dang it. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you had it here upside down on the shadow deck. Thank you, Marlies. And here you've got it turned around. So you're going to get that shit cleared out, that inner child stuff. So in this direction, it's about having fond memories in childhood. It's about a healed inner child. And its number is 6, and it's another number about balance, but this is about internal balance. And so that's what you guys are accomplishing. Oh, that's super amazing. And then you got the Knight of Cups as a completion, as a clarifier for this world card for some of you. And you're over here. We got the whole love relationship thing. You know, that's what's kind of driving. Remember that came up and I was like, surely not all of you are needing to break up with your partners. And then so what came up when we got clarifiers was, needing to deal with these kind of issues on the inside, that spirit of poverty, that spirit of lack, and then the inner child stuff. Well, this is a card of love and romance. This is someone who's in love with love and has like a healthy kind of view of love. And this is a message of love coming into your life, whether it's self-love, whether it's a renewed love in your relationship, or it's a lover coming into your life. This pattern of love problems, because that's what we've got dealing over here, and what needed to be dealt with. This whole giant pile was problems with love and intimacy. Well, shit, wrong one. Well, where'd that one come from? Yeah, it means the same thing. King of Cups. I don't even know where the hell that card just came from, but yeah. You're going to be closing the chapter out of this pattern of relationships issues, fears, anxieties, obsessions. Some of us have obsessions that have been unhealthy, and that's getting cleared out. As long as you do this work, it's not like it's going to miraculously get taken out of you. You have to do the fucking work, okay? I mean, like, it's called shadow work because it's work. So it looks like, what's getting dealt with this month is going to be transformational for you. And it's going to be a door that's closed that won't come back. This is one of those times that it's like you're not going to take 2 steps forward and go 1 step back. If you do this work this month, this is going to be it. Like, you're finally going to get this shit out. And you've been trying. You've been doing the work. And, I'm not trying to say like that, oh, you haven't done all this work all these years to heal. But this is like that final push to really close that door. So good job to my Leos. See if there's any kind of thing else I'm getting. Remember, your numbers are going to be 4, 7, 8, and 11. You can look that up online if you want to. I kind of went over what they all kind of mean. You can also look up an angel number 4, 7, 8. 11 is a separate number. So look that up for you and see what that means. You just go to Google, type in angel number 4, 7, 8. I feel like that's definitely a number that you guys need to look up. All right, so next I always feel like I don't know how to close that out. Like, namaste, I don't know. Next, I'm going to go into my Sagittarius, but I got to clean up these decks. And I was kind of wondering, I'm so proud of myself. I did under an hour. Good work, Leos. Good work, good work, good work. Next is Sagittarius. Okay, Sag. Sagittarius, this new moon is in your 9th house, which is about personal growth, religion, philosophy, study, and higher learning. Not new moon, full moon. Last moon cycle, which was the new moon when we talked last, Sag, you had a message from Spirit that was about really focusing on taking care of yourself and your spine. But some of you all was physically your spine, like definitely take care of your spine, seeing a doctor. Some of you had to do that. And it kept getting, we talked about how I was getting the message, like you needed to take care of yourself, like a newborn baby. And that your intentions needed to be around gentle, loving self-care for the month. Self-love, meditation, incorporating spirituality and practicality into your life. So making time for meditation were some of the new intentions that we talked about roughly 2 weeks ago. And then also walking through the fear for some of you who just learning to walk through fear, and what that was about for each of you look different. Some of you were starting new businesses. Some of you were starting a new class. Some of you were having to walk away from something or somebody. But yeah, so those were some of the new intentions. So we're doing the full moon reading now, and we're going to see how that's going. What you all are manifesting, what needs to be known to move forward, what Sagittarius sun, rising, moon, or north node needs to release, what energy is needed to move forward, or what energy is coming in to help, if your what new intentions need to be added or adjusted, and then what's the outcome going to be, what new magic is being created. So I'm just going to shuffle. I'm just shuffling the deck right now. I was trying to see if I made sure I covered everything from what we did. Yeah, you had a really good reading at the new moon. And for those of you who are tuning in, Sagittarius or any signs, you can go to my Facebook page or my YouTube page, Blue Moon Oracle, and you can catch the new moon reading. They're all timeless too, but if you want to kind of see, what was said 2 weeks ago, sometimes I like to do that to see did shit really happen. When I watch other people, even myself too. Like I'll go back and watch the Cancer reading when it's done, like in a couple of days. They'd be like, damn, like that applied to me too. I'm Cancer. Okay. So again, your full moon is in your 9th house. Again, this is about personal growth, but that's kind of where we started out, earlier in the month. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so let me get this shuffled one more time. Let me clear the energy off of this thing. from the last one, clear the energy around me. This is a selenite wand. Got it on Amazon. Speaking of spines, I got this because it helps with psychic abilities, but then I kind of looked it up once I got it, you know, home, and helps a lot with anxiety and calming things down. I just kind of lay it across my chest, but also it actually is for the spine and skeletal system, and it literally will relieve pain. So if my back's bothering me, I just kind of stick it down. I mean, y'all men don't have a, well, some of you men might have a bra to put on, and that's okay too, but I stick it in my bra and put it against my back, but it really does relieve pain and skeletal pain. My shoulder's hurting me. Also, it helps kind of with relaxing at night, sleeping, so I sleep with it too. I'm weird, whatever. I've accepted that. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the cards first for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Moon, and North Node. North Node is the North Node of the Moon. If you are interested in breaking karmic patterns in your life, finding out what lessons you need to learn while you're here this time, for those of you who believe that we come back more than once, you can just go to like Cafe Astrology and or somewhere online like that to find out what your North Node is. You do not need to know your time of birth to find your North Node. So you can also go watch readings for your North Node. My North Node is in Libra, so I often watch readings for Libra because I'm really working hard on kind of transcending patterns in my life and breaking them. And it's been super helpful for me. I think it's ironic that my North Node is Libra, considering that my sign, I'm a Cancer Leo cusp. I mean, you can't really get more out of balance than those two signs. Yeah, whatever. So I have nature working against me. Okay. So take a deep breath, Sagittarius, with me. I'm inviting in who I believe in, what I believe. You do the same for you. If you don't believe anything, then just, hey, trust the deck and your higher self, because I'm inviting that in too, to give us our message that we need. All right, so what have the Sagittarians been manifesting since the new moon? Okay. You have been spending time. Well, I don't want to get into it now. I'm going to wait till I get the deck. I mean, the rest of the cards. Okay. What needs to be known for my Sagittarius folks? Okay, that almost jumped, but it didn't quite jump. What needs to be known? What needs to be known? I mean, cards are trying to come out. What needs to be known? I mean, maybe you know everything. There's nothing that needs to be known. I don't like to ask too many times. All right. Okay. What needs to be released? And what energy is needed? What energy is coming in? Okay. I should have said this too in the beginning. With this particular deck, this is called the Witch's Tarot. There's not reversals in this deck. I intuit if I need to, if something's kind of off there, or I get clarifiers. I use another deck to clarify. What new intentions? Okay, that fell. What magic is being created? All right. Okay. It's a good read. You guys have been doing the work this month. Okay, so I don't even feel like I need to clarify this. So what are you manifesting this month? You got the 8 of Wands. In most decks, there's no person in here, but in this particular deck, there you are kind of running with it. But 8 of Wands, there's lots of stuff coming at you. So there's a couple of meanings here. I'm kind of, 8 is a number of patterns. So there's, some of you have really incorporated breathing into your day, whether that is meditation or if it's just stopping and breathing. Like I know my Apple Watch will remind me, hey, it's time to breathe. But this is about this is about kind of stopping and breathing and taking a breath, because this is about action. Lots of action is coming in. There's lots of stuff going on. So you've been staying ahead of it. Some of you have been doing a good job staying ahead of all that's coming at you. through centering and through meditation, because we did talk about setting those kinds of intentions 2 weeks ago for those of you who've been doing that kind of work. Some of you are actually running from it, like trying to get the hell away from it, but like your shit's following. It's like following you. You can't get away from it. But that's okay. That's okay. You are definitely some spiritual stuff going on, awakening stuff. Again, for those of you just tuning in, or if you're just coming in to sign on because you're just trying to see what's going on with Sagittarius, I will use spiritual awakening, enlightenment, transformation, integration of self, interchangeably. I do not believe that to transcend self-defeating patterns in your life, to be enlightened or what have you, that you have to have any kind of spirituality. You can be an atheist and participate in all of this. How you, I don't know how this works either, so it doesn't really matter. But this is about a spiritual experience. So you are, through your action, you are manifesting a spiritual experience or a transformation of integration of self. You are, it's coming in fast. It's happening. Some of you are running from it. Some of you are bringing it in through the actions that you're doing, and you're like, yay, I want to be a part of this. I'm going to use this shadow deck for this, I think. Okay. I need to shuffle this. I forgot to shuffle this one. I just wanted some clarification, since it's a collective reading for Sagittarius on this Eight of Wands, because it's one of those cards that's got like a whole, I don't know, it's got a couple of different things going on there. Some of you are doing really good going with the flow, and that's not a usual thing for you. I don't see a whole lot of taking care of yourself like a newborn baby, though, but maybe I'm missing it on that one. So maybe the same people aren't watching this time as last time. Okay. And then if anybody's tuning in wondering, like, when the hell's my sign going to happen? Tonight I'm doing fire signs one at a time. I'll put minute markers later on tonight. And then for the rest of the full moon phase, it's a couple of days long. I'll do each sign. I'll do it grouped by elements. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I still have, air signs to do, water signs, and earth signs. Okay. Any clarification for this Eight of Wands? Okay. Okay, yeah. So definitely is a spiritual experience going on for some of you. This is the Lover's card, and this is about, I'm just going to be frank. For some of you, this is exactly what it is. It's like, it's got the Tree of Life in here. It's got the Tree of Knowledge. It's got the angel. Here it's the Angel of Death, but in most cards it's the Archangel Raphael. It's a healing. It's an internal healing. This represents the healing of the anima, the animus, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the integration of self. This literally is about the integration of self, self-love. Yes, this card can also mean, you're in love with somebody and there's love going on, but with this, I'm not getting that. Although there could be one of you, maybe two of you. But this is about a healing going on internally. This number is 6, and 6 is about balance internally here. And yeah, this angel, they're entwined with one another. There's definite spiritual awakening. Kundalini energy is up in this card too. So hell yeah, that's amazing. Some of you are afraid of what's going on. This is the Four of Wands, and like I said, I grabbed the shadow deck. So typically a Four of Wands is usually about celebration after something good has happened. After you put in some effort and some work, there's celebration. But this has actually got you kind of scared. There's this troll under this bridge here. So this is a pivotal point. This is where kind of running away from what's going on here, or not sure of what's going on, trying to run away with it or keep up with it. There's a little bit of fear here. So some fear has kind of also been manifested, but you're pushing through. We just got to cross over this bridge. And then we got the Page of Wands. She is young and curious. You don't have to be like a young person. This is like a facet of your personality. So like some of you have had a part of your personality just awakened and ignited and full of passion and excitement and energy. And that's definitely, you know, needed when all of this energy is coming into your life here. And again, wands are about a spiritual experience, an awakening and enlightenment. The integration of self is what wands are about. And, you know, honestly, well, you guys are fire signs, so these are your cards. This is what's going on. So some of you have actually completed the wands journey and now have entered into the court cards and are growing up, so to speak, and are in a new place in that area of passion. And I feel like somebody has also, somebody has brought in a romantic relationship through this, and they're excited and it's new, and, you know, there's this, it's a newness. Like, you're not naive in this of what's going on, but there's a newness and excitement. So like you're in an area of your life that's kind of like somewhere you haven't been before, but you're not afraid of it. So we got some of you afraid of it. Some of you like, hell yes, let's do this. Good job. Good job there. And then, so the next question is, what needs to be known to move forward? And what needs to be known is that it's time to go forward. So you got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is, again, Wands energy is about action. It's a fire. It's quick and it goes and it moves. And three is about bringing things into life, birthing things into life. It's taking the ideas in two, that's ruminated up here in the High Priestess, and the thinking things through in the Two of Wands, where you're planning. In the Two of Wands, you're planning, you got the world in your hands and you're planning and looking forward. The Three of Wands, it says it's time to put those things into action now. Now it's going to take all those ideas that you have and all of the planning that you've been doing, and it's time now to put them into action. So now it's time to go forward. This is about going forward into action. It's going to take some courage, and it's going to take some self-will and some self-determination, but you've got it. It's going to take some continued growth here, but it's time to move forward in whatever it is that you have been in the planning and developmental stages up in here about. I mean, some of you may have actually been doing some planning, but it's time to go out. So this is actually the card. Oh God, dang it. This is actually the card that, you know, precedes this Four of Wands here. So some of you kind of got there and it scared the shit out of you. But this is saying, like, just push forward, push forward. I'm going to see like I'm going to use the sacred geometry here to see like what you guys need to like activate it to be able to go forward. I don't think I need any clarification on there because you all know what you've been working on. Oh shit, you got four. Okay, so what the sacred geometry does is it's got shapes and colors. Screenshot it if you're on your cell phone. Try to screenshot it if you're not, but if not, take a good look at it. It activates things in the subconscious mind through the shapes and colors. And it's going to tell me a little bit more too about kind of what you got going on. Interesting. Okay, and the writing is really effing small. Okay. Yeah, this all goes with everything already. Okay, I'm just gonna do it in order. I think this is a good order here. All right, take that off now. Oh shit, I gotta read it. So first we've got, I'm gonna just say what they are first. We've got the throat chakra, communication, dynamic, and fertility. And I'm gonna read what they say. I'm gonna read them in this particular order. I feel like they're gonna work better in this order. So we got throat chakra. I hate these lights. Okay, there we go. You can just screenshot it and then crop it, and you're supposed to kind of look at it and kind of meditate on it for a second. So the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. And then you got communication, goes with the throat chakra. That's number 14. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, our center of truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. So this one is communication. Oh my God, this Every time I think I've got the lights good. Here you go for that. So it looks like some of you will be you're collaborating with whatever it is you're moving forward on. Then you got dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new. And we talked about that. Some of you are like completely new place. Some of you are kind of scared shitless. Some of you are like, hell yeah, let's do this. Both familiar and completely new, with ease, with grace, and with great joy. So I think we talked about this like in other decks. This is about celebration, getting to that 4 of Wands. But in this deck, which I felt inspired to grab, it's kind of being scared of what's next because this is new and unfamiliar. Well, this is a card that's got an activation to kind of help with that. And it's dynamic. And it's about integrating all this newness into your life. And being able to adjust to the changes or to the things that are necessary to move forward into these new places with ease and with grace and with joy. And then the final card you got is fertility. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something and beautiful to grow from our consciousness into new and grander expressions of ourselves. And that is the card that we're clarifying is this 3 of Wands. And, you know, I talked about this is everything that was happening up here and these ideas, bringing them into existence. So taking it from our consciousness into the real world, it's time to move forward with those actions. So this is going to help. This is the card fertility. It's basically about bringing things that are up here in our consciousness and our conscious mind and bringing them out into the world. Our ideas, our plans, our creativity, and helping us give birth to them, so to speak, into reality so that we can, you know, follow our purpose, follow our path, do the things that we've been wanting to do. Okay, and next question, which I need a drink. What needs to be released? What do we need to release? So the full moon is, you know, building up an energy, and it's this big crescendo and climax of energy, and then it starts to get smaller, and the energy is about releasing. So we can capitalize on that. We can follow the moon and its power and its energy and use it to help us make changes in our lives. Lives. I mean, we're 60% water. So what do we need to release? And we can start this after tonight, once the full moon is not at 100% anymore, and we can kind of get out of that full moon. And so we start getting smaller. So what do we need to release? 2 cards jumped. We got the 2 of Pentacles and the 7, God damn it. 2 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. It's always, it's like I don't know if these lights or what. No, it's spirit, I get hot. Maybe it's because I'm middle-aged. Probably a combination of all 3. So what needs to be released? There's this really, some of you have this really like perfectionism, trying to just do too much and balance too much by yourself. So like, first of all, there's a layer of perfectionism there that has to be released, but also it's like trying to do everything by yourself. Trying to balance everything by yourself. That's something that we need to learn to release and let go of. You cannot do everything by yourself. This card's also about learning to balance work and fun. And so some of you are having too much fun, you're not working enough, and some of you are working too much and not having enough fun. So it's like you need to release yourself to have, actually what I'm getting, you need to really release yourself to have some fun. Perfectionism is a big one I'm getting here. And then really doing too much, carrying too much on your own. You really need to bring in someone else to help you. You need to say, okay, what, like if it's at work, you know, you need to sit down with what your responsibilities are and what you've got on your plate. And you need to kind of pull this, You need to write down everything that you're supposed to be doing, that's your responsibility, and then get the shit off your plate that you know is not your responsibility. You got to go to your boss. You got to say, hey, this is something that needs to go to you. This is not my job. This is, you know, whatever that conversation needs to look like. It's time to get it off your plate. It's time to just focus on what is supposed to be in your lane. You know, we're not superhuman, and you don't have to be superhuman. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. This is all about personal growth this month, with the full moon being in your ninth house right now. This is about personal growth, you know, and based on what we talked about with your intentions and the new moon 2 weeks ago. You can go back and watch the video on my YouTube page. You can just go to your minute marker and catch your Sagittarius one. But you know, it was a lot of self-care was needed, and focusing on taking care of yourself. And so this is going to be part of that. You don't have to balance everything. You need to worry about what is yours and your responsibility. And don't feel bad about it. No is a full sentence. No is a full sentence. 7 of Swords. Just a couple of meanings here. Okay, some of you are being sneaky. I mean, she's being sneaky, and you're being kind of deceptive to some people in your life. And do not tell. You don't have to tell anybody. You just got to stop doing it. You just got to stop doing it. See here, this is a sneaky card. Okay, so some of you have not been truthful. You're hiding something from your partner, from your somebody. But I'm not saying you need to tell them anything. I'm just saying, like, stop being sneaky. Stop with the shit. Some of you are dealing with some imposter syndrome, and this is about not knowing your value and your worth, and you know, how much you actually contribute. You know, this is imposter syndrome. Is, if you don't know what that is, it's like looking at your resume and being like not taking credit for or like when you go to write your resume and you're like, I don't know what to write, but meanwhile you've done all these amazing things at work, but you're like, that really wasn't that big of a deal. So some of you need to let go of some imposter syndrome here. Some of you are being sneaky and lying and gossiping. I mean, Sagittarius is that's happens sometimes with Sagittarius. Okay, just saying. But I'm gonna get a little bit more clarity on that. For sure. Also, I'm getting from this too is stop looking in the past. We need to let go of the past. You see how she's looking backwards here? She's carrying what she's got. She's taken what she's needed, right? She's got these swords. She's walking away, but she's looking back. She's looking back. Like it's time to let go of the past. Swords are about thoughts and attitudes. And they're connected to they govern the heart chakra. So, I mean, honestly, how we think about things, it affects how we feel, right? So, she's stuck in her head, looking in the past, thinking and ruminating on thoughts. I'm saying again, but I don't think you and I we didn't talk about sevens. That was Leo, but 7 is, it's an analytical number. It's a number about finding facts and kind of looking inward, but she's not looking at herself. She's looking backwards, or she's looking at other people. So it's time to I'm also getting stop taking other people's inventory, and trying to figure out why they did what they did and why they probably were big assholes or, you know, but it's not going to get us anywhere if we are looking at other people and what they did and why they did what they did. It's time that we just need to turn around and just keep walking on and, you know, think about our part or how we move forward. So that's something that I think needs to be released there too, but I think I'm going to clarify a little bit more on that. I feel like I got it, but at the same time, okay, that was quick. Okay, we got the reverse King of Pentacles, and I think I said some of you were being sneaky and kind of lying and stuff. So I mean, that might be at work, but it's also it's at home. And that's what this reverse King of Pentacles is doing in this deck. Yeah. Also, it's kind of mean. I mean, he's kind of mean. So some of you got kind of been you've been a little mean too on top of it. Some of you. So it's like let go of the person. If you don't want to be with them, let go of the person. There's no need to be mean. There's no need to sneak around. There's no need to lie. It's okay to walk away from the person if you're not happy. Because this is not your natural state to be upside down like this. And then also this has got some meaning with this Pentacles. Pentacles is about, you know, work and home. And we talked about getting things off your plate that don't belong to you. And you could be talking to your partner about this. Like, you know, if you feel like you're carrying too much burden at home with, you know, relative to chores or financially speaking, it's not equal. This kind of makes me feel like it might be, you know, you might, financial, it could be some financial stuff is like not even for some of you too. And then this is more financial. This Page of Pentacles is, you know, she's got her eyes fixed on her pentacle here, and that's what she's looking at. And normally, you know, this is about being studious and focused and being driven. I mean, the Page of Pentacles is a taskmaster. They get things done, but this is about what do we need to release? So what is it you've been focused on that has not been producing results? What is taking away your attention from what has to be done? Like what are you doing that's got your focus but is not producing results, is not adding value to your life, or is taking away value from your life? Whatever that is, and I listed a few things what I think they'd be, but when you're trying to figure out that is, and in general speaking, what needs to be released is whatever is got your focus that is on adding value or is taking away value. And I feel like it's something kind of newer-ish in your life that's like maybe not like it's not like a lifelong habit. It's kind of a newer habit and or a newer thing because she's young. And so it's not gonna be like difficult to lay down. Okay, so that's the things that need to be released this month. And then what energy is needed, I think that's the next one that comes in. What energy is needed? The King of Swords. The King of Swords is, that butterfly means transformation. So he's been transformed. He's had a transformation, an enlightenment, integration of self. He's been, for like born again, whatever. All those words mean the same thing to me. He is direct. He is logical. He also relies on his intuition. This sword pointing to the left tells me that he relies on his, this is the energy that's needed, okay? He is, you know, he's in charge. He gets things done. Stays calm and cool and collected while dealing with life and ruling over things. So we need logic, calm, intuition. He's not battle ready. You know, here's this is actually she, well, or they, because this is a deck that's non-binary, or and some are it's she. It's a pretty awesome deck actually, but there are no men in this deck. But she is you know, got her legs crossed. She's relaxed in the midst of everything. And also for some of you, it's going to mean involving a professional that can give you some insight into things, who's got some understanding of some of these issues that have come up, some of these fears, and some new obsessions stuff. But some of these fears, some of you might need to involve a professional. Some of you may have a friend or a partner that's an air sign that you can rely on. And an air sign, for those of you who may not know, would be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. That's who this could be too. So you're going to need to be, but if this is about you and a facet of your personality, which is generally what I'm getting, this is a facet of your personality that's going to need to be relied upon, is clear thinking, calm, logical, intuitive, and separate from the emotions. So that fire, Sagittarius, we have to just kind of separate that out in order to move forward. So that's the energy that's coming in. And so that's how you'll know you're on the right path. But I'm going to clarify that using the main deck, the Witch's deck, just see if there's anything else to add to that, or what else there is to add to that. Yeah, you're going to need this too, because this is you're going to need this King of Swords energy, because this is about making decisions here and balance. She's got these two swords. This is the Two of Swords. That's a fun light. It's a Two of Swords. You know, she is got these two swords perfectly balanced. She's blindfolded. So she can't see with her eyes what's going on. You know, she's got these calm waters behind her, which indicate the subconscious mind. This crescent moon here, it's releasing energy too. This, well, it's a waxing crescent, never mind. It's about attraction and abundance. So it's coming in. It's about bringing in. But anyway, she's relying on her intuition and her logic. So, I mean, really, this is just enforcing this here. There's going to be decisions coming in. The decisions that have to be made. That's going to require to separate in that emotions. Separating emotions. I'm not talking about being cold. I'm talking because we're relying on intuition, and the intuition does have to do with the heart. Okay, so we're talking about intuition and logic, being direct. And so if you're going to have those conversations at work about what belongs on your plate, I mean, you're going to have those kind of conversations, or in your partnerships with, like, you know, getting things off your plate or balancing out finances in your relationships or with your roommate. It's like we talked, there's going to be some direct conversations that have to have happen. But this King of Swords is compassionate and kind, but does not mince words. So being direct communication, basically the opposite of codependent. That's what I put it. And what intentions maybe need to be added to the list? You got the Page of Cups, and I don't think I need to clarify on this. So, you know, your new intentions we talked about back, I don't know, 14 days ago-ish. You know, we talked about self-care, balancing practicality with spirituality, treating yourself like a newborn baby. Some of you it was actual spine health, but some of you that was like literally just like root chakra stuff. This is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is youthful energy, and she is intuitive, and she's ready for surprises, but she's ready for surprises thinking they're great. Not like I'm ready for the rug to be yanked out from underneath me. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that some new intentions we need to add, Sagittarius, is to expect good things to come into your life. So to start expecting magical things, to start expecting just the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Bye, Andrew. I'm going to save it so you can come back to it later. Expect love. Page of Cups is about love. So, you know, working love into your intentions, but loving, like romantic love is for some of you. It's focusing on your romantic love. But mostly she's about intuition. She's about joy. So working joy into your life, working that, you know, that sense of like childlike wonder. Somehow we got to figure out, how do we get that into it? How do we expect, you know, what I'm getting is like expecting to wake up Christmas morning with like everything you ever wanted under the Christmas tree. Because like good things are coming, but I'm getting the sense that there's this it's just hard to expect good things. I mean, like, we'll look at the year that we all have had. I'm going to get some a little bit more clarifying on this. Expect the unexpected. In a good way, though, with positive things. Not like, oh, I got to prepare for my fucking tire to go flat. No, but like prepare for like, I don't know, you know, that loan for your new house to go through, but you get more than you thought you would. You know, dream big. How do you dream big? How do you how do you write down what you want, but then go bigger? Yeah. That's some big stuff there. All right, that's enough. Whoa, shit. Okay, you got 3 major arcana cards here. So, I mean, like, literally all of you are setting goals to, like, these are major arcana cards. These are archetypal themes in your life. These are this is karmic expression. These are glimpses into the subconscious. These cards say that forces beyond your control are going on in your life right now. But these are good forces to be in your control. You know, be involved in your life right now. The High Priestess is about continuing to meditate. Like those are some of the intents. So some of you haven't done the meditation, or, you know, you didn't know that's what you're supposed to do because you didn't watch this 2 weeks ago. So adding meditation and quiet time and going inward, adding that, making that intention through the rest of this month. Mercury's about to go to retrograde. Shit's going to get a little difficult. So, I mean, we all need to make sure we continue doing that. And for those of us who aren't, taking that time to go be in quiet and be alone and to center and anchor to yourself. And then the Empress, she's about sensuality and this goes for men and women. This is about creativity. Some of you need to start creating things. This is about sensuality. So if you haven't, start doing your art, start writing, start doing your art, start creating, whatever the hell it is that you do. Also, this is about self-care. You may be working from home, but get your ass dressed, get dressed, look sexy. I don't know, take some selfies, put them up, whatever. This is about, bringing those ideas that you have, whatever they are. And the major arcana card of this one, bringing the ideas into action. So here's where you plan the garden. Here's where you plan the garden while you're in this time in your head here. And this is where you plant your garden and grow whatever it is you need to grow to harvest, okay? So this is what, you need to know. This is the energy that's needed. And then this is about transcending spiritually here. This is you're being called to the next level. This is some big shit. How does this look as an intention? This is all about, literally all of this is about spending time in meditation. Spending time meditation, yoga, church, whatever the hell it is you do. Therapy for some of you who, doing your inner child work. And then some of you, doing some Jungian shadow work, getting into some shadow work. Because it is like, you're at this, this is amazing. Like, holy shit. Like, this is a big deal card. This isn't judgment, like be scared judgment. This is like ascending, like rising above challenges. This is like leveling up. This is leveling up. This is definitely about leveling up. And you're going to get there by start with some affirmations about deserving good things if you don't believe that you do. And, when you say if you want to ask for a raise at work, ask for more money than you were going to ask. And then even bigger than that. Start dreaming big and writing those things down. Write down what you want in life, what you want, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and then cross them out and make them bigger. I think that's what you need to do. Okay, and then what are the things that what's the magic that you're creating this month, Sagittarius? This is like a dreams come true, a wish fulfillment card, spiritual. This is internal balance. This is harmony. This is vulnerability, but in the best sense possible. These are, all the chakras aligned, cleared and balanced, flowing between the conscious and the subconscious and the super subconscious. This is like fucking personal, this harmony, divine, just harmony, flow. That's a big deal. Because you're walking away. Some of you some of you somebody's going to get all the way here. Then you're walking away from what no longer serves you. And that's a good thing. That guy's happy. This is 8 of Cups. You're breaking patterns here. Breaking patterns, and it's freedom. It's freedom, it's freedom, it's freedom. Look at this full moon here. That's good stuff. And then some of you, if you don't, some of you, this is, okay, so this is in the head. This is swords, the Knight of Swords. He is focused and he dives headfirst into everything. She, whatever. We all have a Knight of Swords in us. He, she, they. We all have a Knight of Swords in us. Charges forward, get stuff done, but can be very hasty and not think beforehand. So this is an advice to some of you. You know what you want to do, but please step back for a second, and pause and think through. When those thoughts start coming in, just take a moment, breathe through it. And think, because sometimes that hasty thoughts aren't so great. So I'm not saying it's, I want to get some clarification on this card in particular, because that's not necessarily, the haste can sometimes, in this particular deck, it's really not a good thing to end up with this guy or girl or they. All right, tell me about this Knight of Swords, please. Okay. These two cards jump together. I'm just going to turn this one up. Got the Chariot and the 8 of Swords. So we've got, and that was an explanation for this Knight of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and read it that way because I feel like that's how it's supposed to come up. Like, This is not being able to go forward. This is about self-limiting beliefs. It's like driving forward. It's like driving forward, like right, charging forward. But these self-limiting beliefs are the reason why you don't stop and think through. Maybe you're afraid if you stop and think that you won't be able to follow through, because then those self-limiting beliefs kind of come to the surface. But we want them to come to the surface. We're going into the releasing, waning phase of the moon, and this is where we get to release those self-limiting beliefs. So let's not be afraid. When these beliefs start coming up, because, you know, she put herself in this own prison in her own head here. So when these beliefs start coming up, write them down on paper. Write them down on paper, and then write the exact opposite as an affirmation. You know, and so go ahead and stop. Don't be afraid, because it's stopping you from being able to move forward. It's not. It's not. I mean, I'd much rather move forward like this. She's got her dark and her shadow self, her good self. You know, they're in control here. She's going forward, completely in control of her whole self, instead of in a frenzy here. Okay? So let's calm the mind, calm the thoughts. Let's face these thoughts as they come up. Not be afraid of them, because they're just thoughts. She's in a self-imposed prison here. It's not real. It's just really not real. That's not a prison around her. Those are just, you know, she could literally walk through that. You know what I mean? Her legs are not tied together. So let's not be afraid of that. And we're going to walk away from those things that no longer serve us. And we're going to, you know, have some amazing stuff happen, Sagittarius. So as far as what we're releasing for Sagittarius, capitalizing on this full moon in Leo, it's in your 9th house, which is about personal growth, religion, philosophy, study, higher learning, spirituality, and dreams. We got to release, so I got some stuff that's going on with obsession, the need to, like, this whole thing of carrying all the burdens. Some of you have got some sneaky stuff going on. I'm just going to stop doing that. Not carrying all the burdens ourselves, learning to have, some of you have to let go of this, think that you have to work all the time. Or some of you are playing all the time and you need to get some work done. It's time to move forward. We're done with the idea phase, okay? And continue on with the intentions that we talked about at the beginning of the month, Sagittarius, which is balancing practicality with spirituality, some self-care, treating yourself like a newborn baby, taking care of your spine, drinking lots of water. We talked about that last time. And thank you for hanging out with me, Sagittarius. It's been amazing. And I may have to stop this video before I can do Aries, because I don't know where my charger is. I had it plugged in. I think my kid came in and stole it, so it might actually die. But anyway, next I'll be doing Aries, and then I'll pick up on another element tomorrow. And then the next day, the full phase lasts a couple of days. So we'll still be, you know, in the full phase for these readings. But anyway, thanks, Sagittarius. Love you. Okay. Where the hell is my charger? I'm going to have to go look. Excuse me. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to stop the video here and do the Aries video separately. So on this video, we just have Leo and Sagittarius full moon reading. I'm going to have to get my charger, come back, and I'll be back tonight, and I'll do our Aries reading. So anyway, I love you guys. Keep going. You're doing amazing, and I'm just so glad that I get to know all of you and get to work with you and to read your cards, because y'all are amazing. Thanks.